with him, doesn't need him. Great cross. Solskjaer! Important touch, Scholes puts it back in for Young. Beckham's cross. Keeps it there.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Talking United. Today we're here to review the big match ahead that's actually tomorrow, or by the time this video is out today, the match versus Liverpool, the Northwest Derby, probably United's biggest match of the season till now, considering we haven't played any top 6 teams yet. It's going to be a big test considering United haven't gotten off to the best runs of form. The recent match, it was against Atalanta. United managed to win that one 3-2. It was a game of two halves, which is very atypical of United's time under Ole and Solskjaer. But what makes me angry about those kind of performances is why can't United show that for 90 minutes? It's the first half was possibly one of the worst United performances I've seen in a while. It was just horrible. We allowed Atalanta to carve us open almost, which is something I was expecting because Atalanta are very high pressers. They're someone who take the game from the front foot. You could say they're like an Italian Leeds almost. Not technically, you can just say that they're as open as the Leeds is, but their intensity from the very beginning, it shows very much. And United's defenders struggled, and it's just not a good game for United in the first half. But United turned up majorly in the second half. I'm very critical of Cristiano Ronaldo for his lack of work rate, but in that match he showed what he can do. But I don't expect that from him every match. He's 36. He's not someone you can just say that should run for 90 minutes, or because that's just not something you can expect from someone over the age of 32, 33. Cavani being an exception, of course. Anyways, so Atalanta was a pressing team, but Liverpool are nothing short of that. Liverpool are an equally pressing team with higher quality defenders, and they're also more solid at the back. So I feel like United had chances to win the Atalanta game 5-2, 6-2, and we could have been 3-2 up at halftime as well, despite playing very poorly. But that's just down to the poor finishing of our attackers, and it's just how United were very lethargic in the first half, and that was something that I feel Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did address in his halftime team talk, and that's good because that's what we expect from a United manager. Anyways, Liverpool, we know how they are. They're raw, basically heavy metal football is something that's been known throughout the years of Jurgen Klopp's reign. He's been here 4.5 years, and he's won everything that there is to win. He's a very experienced manager, and he's shown what he can do. And we should be scared because United are not in the best of shapes right now. Win versus Atalanta is great, but it's just not something that's going to instantly say, okay, United have turned it around. This game is going to be big for the manager and for the team, because if United manage to lose this, they'll have lost points in their last 4 Premier League games, and would have not won a game at home in a very long time. So that's something that United have to keep in mind. That being said, United have not been blessed with their injury list as well. We heard from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer that the 3 players in the Atalanta match, Bruno, Rashford, and Fred, they all had knocks, which is not something that's pleasant to hear. But for as long as I've known Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he will play them. He plays players with knocks all of the time, so that's not something that's unusual from him. So that may be something that's there. While we're talking about knocks, let's also get into the predicted lineup that I feel United will play. David De Gea in the middle, as usual. In the goalkeeper spot, that's just fixed, I feel. The 2 center backs, with Varane still being out from his international break injury, Maguire and Lindelof, with the fullbacks being Shaw and Wan-Bissaka. The back 5 pretty much picks itself. Now the midfield is where, if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is speaking the truth about Fred having a knock, we will miss him, because Fred's tenacity versus a very high pressing and a very fluid Liverpool team would have worked. But if Fred is unavailable, we may see the return of Pogtomini, basically Pogba and McTominay in the middle of the field. Cam is Bruno. Now, if I repeat, if Ole and Solskjaer is saying the truth about Bruno being injured, then United would be missing their talisman. So if that does happen, which is very unlikely, there may be a game for Lingard or Donny van de Beek, but just I don't feel that Ole will take a risk. He'll probably see if Bruno is fit enough or bare minimum fit enough to play, because that's just how Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been. He played Maguire with an injury a few days ago, so that's not it's not unusual for him. That being said, the two flanks now, Greenwood is in terrific form. So Greenwood may start on the right with Marcus Rashford getting his first start of the season in the league on the left. That may also happen because Rashford has a great record against the top six versus Liverpool. He scored last season as well, so that's not something that would be out of the ordinary. Up front, I don't feel Ole will drop Ronaldo because it's a big game and Ronaldo is a big game player. I ideally would like Ronaldo to come in around the 60th minute mark because he's played 90 minutes for the last two games, and he's 36. You have to manage a 36-year-old in particular ways. That being said, I feel like if United play to their strengths and if United can play their natural game, the game that they played in the second half, then there's a fair chance there for United to come back and get back into form, which is something that this group of players and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will need desperately. With that being said, best wishes to the United team. I'm predicting a draw, 1-1 draw. That's optimistic, but I'd like a win. Anyone would like a win versus the Scousers. United have to win versus Liverpool. That's just a given. That with that being said, hoping United play their best football tomorrow and hoping that we come away with a win.
With it, doesn't